A serious traffic accident in La Troncal, in the province of Cañar province, has drawn attention to the dangers of high-speed collisions involving heavy vehicles. The crash involved a pickup truck and an interprovincial bus, leaving one person dead and another seriously injured. This incident highlights not only the human tragedy but also the complex physics and infrastructure risks that shape survival during highway impacts. What exactly happens mechanically when a pickup truck collides with a bus at highway speed? When two vehicles collide, the energy released depends on mass and speed. A heavy interprovincial bus can weigh nearly 10 times more than a pickup truck. At highway speeds, this mass difference causes the lighter vehicle to absorb most of the crash energy. The pickup structure compresses rapidly while the bus frame remains relatively rigid, leading to severe intrusion into the pickup's passenger compartment. Why are collisions between heavy vehicles and light vehicles especially deadly? The mismatch in height and rigidity creates a structural override. The bus bumper sits higher than the pickup's crumple zone. Instead of energy being absorbed gradually, the bus pushes directly into the cabin area. This crushes the survival space and transfers extreme forces to occupants within milliseconds. How does kinetic energy influence the severity of the crash? Kinetic energy increases dramatically with speed. Even a small increase in velocity results in a much larger rise in impact force. When both vehicles are traveling at highway speed, the combined energy becomes catastrophic. The lighter vehicle experiences rapid deceleration that exceeds what the human body can tolerate. What role does momentum transfer play in this type of accident? Momentum is conserved during impact. Because the bus has far greater mass, it maintains forward motion while the pickup abruptly stops. This sudden change in velocity produces violent forces inside the pickup, often causing fatal injuries even before the vehicle comes to rest. Why do crumple zones sometimes fail in heavy vehicle collisions? Crumple zones are designed for similar-sized vehicles. When a pickup collides with a rigid bus frame, the crumple zone compresses completely before enough energy is absorbed. After that point, the remaining force is transmitted directly into the passenger cabin. How does braking distance affect crash outcomes? Heavy buses require much longer distances to stop. At highway speed, a bus may need more than 100 meters to fully brake. If a pickup suddenly changes lanes or enters the roadway, the bus driver may not have enough distance to avoid collision, even with immediate braking. What environmental factors increase risk in the La Troncal corridor? Roads connecting coastal and mountainous regions often include steep grades, sharp curves, and changing weather conditions. Reduced visibility, wet pavement, and unstable terrain can increase the likelihood of loss of control and lane intrusion. Why is regional infrastructure part of the safety analysis? The accident occurred within a broader transport network connected to routes such as the Cuenca Malatero-Naranjal Road, known for challenging topography and maintenance concerns. Engineers evaluate drainage systems, pavement condition, and slope stability to determine whether infrastructure contributes to accidents. How do drainage and pavement conditions affect heavy vehicles? Water accumulation reduces tire friction and increases stopping distance. Heavy vehicles are more vulnerable to hydroplaning because of their weight distribution. Uneven asphalt can also cause steering instability, especially on downhill segments. What happens inside the vehicles during the first milliseconds of impact? The pickup begins to deform instantly. The front structure collapses, the engine compartment compresses, and the cabin experiences intrusion. Occupants are subjected to rapid deceleration forces affecting the head, chest, and spine. The bus structure absorbs less deformation, protecting most passengers but transferring energy to the smaller vehicle. How does impact angle influence survivability? Head-on collisions generate maximum energy transfer. Offset collisions may reduce direct intrusion but still produce severe rotational forces. Even partial overlap between a bus and pickup can crush the driver's side of the lighter vehicle. Why mountainous highways increase heavy vehicle accident risk? Steep slopes increase vehicle speed downhill. Brake systems can overheat, reducing stopping power. Curves reduce visibility, and narrow lanes leave little room for evasive maneuvers. These combined factors increase the likelihood of high-energy collisions. What mechanical variables determine survival? Vehicle mass ratio plays a major role. Impact speed controls energy level. Structural compatibility determines how energy is absorbed. Road friction affects braking. Reaction time determines whether avoidance is possible. How do investigators reconstruct this type of accident? Engineers examine skid marks, vehicle deformation, and impact points. They calculate speeds, braking distance, and collision angle. Structural damage helps identify how energy transferred between vehicles. What lessons can be learned from this accident? Reducing speed in mixed traffic significantly lowers impact energy. Maintaining safe following distance gives heavy vehicles more time to brake. Improving road maintenance reduces loss of control. Installing barriers and signage helps prevent lane intrusion. Why this incident matters beyond a single crash. Accidents involving heavy buses and light vehicles reveal weaknesses in road design, vehicle compatibility, and speed management. Studying these events helps improve safety standards and prevent future tragedies. Finally, this accident in La Troncal serves as a reminder that physics, engineering, and infrastructure all play critical roles in highway safety. Understanding how mass, speed, and road conditions interact can help reduce the risk of fatal collisions and improve protection for all road users. If you found this educational analysis helpful, remember to share the video, like it, and subscribe for more in-depth explanations of major events and the science behind them.